So Supreme is my birth name. Wendell Supreme Shannon is my full government name. Just understanding who I am and the definition of the word supreme, of highest quality, character, or importance. Realizing that putting your best effort, you're putting your best foot forward in whatever situation, or, presenting yourself nothing less than what you should be or who you desire to be. So I make sure that that's, who I'm giving to the world. My sophomore year at Morgan State, I was actually diagnosed with several autoimmune diseases, all of which ultimately prevented blood flow to all of my extremities, including my hands. So for about a year, I actually lost the use of my hand, lost pigmentation, dexterity, flexibility, and opposed to continuing to take like the strong medications that they had me on, I picked up like a pen and just started drawing shapes, and eventually I ended up using that as just my form of therapy. Once my diseases went into remission, it became a passion of mine, and I continued it after. I realized that the world is constantly dumping content, like everybody wants everything so fast, I feel like it eliminates the appreciation of what's going on. I don't care, I'm not doing this for anybody else other than myself. So the timeline that it takes for me to express myself, or more so purge whatever emotions or thoughts that I'm experiencing, that's for me. And it's for the world to experience or appreciate at a later time. To be asked how well you know yourself, I feel like is a trick question, because you may know who you are in this current moment, but there's so much untapped potential in all of us. But it takes certain experiences for you to discover that you have so much more in you. You may learn about a new opportunity or learn about a new method or technique, and that completely redefines how you look at or do things that you've done repetitively over the last 10 years. I am who I am on and off camera, while creating, while in the world. That's the same person in and out. It's just expressed differently. So in the world, I may be vocal about something or aggressive with something. Through painting, you're gonna see that same vocalization or aggression done, but in a creative manner. My first perfectionism piece was done over the course of I think 3 weeks after being rejected from a show here in Baltimore. And it was done out of I would say passion, and just, I don't even want to say resentment, but just I know I'm good enough to be up there with the rest of them, And something just clicked in my head, and I started making the piece. Now, granted, I was rejected from this show because the way that I applied was subpar. I put in some really weak paintings. I didn't take professional shots of the work. I just submitted it. Here's my work. Yeah, y'all gonna like me because I got 100,000 likes on Instagram. That doesn't work in the art arena. They don't give a fuck. So it's that sparked me to just be create something unique to you. Stop just doing what everybody else is doing. Stop just painting just to make money, but more so paint because it's true. I submitted, so I ended up getting the runner-up for the show. Got the call back. When I did the call back, I submitted the first of my perfectionism pieces called Prom, and they were blown away. The compliments that I got commentary rather, was that for me to be as young as I am, or a black artist, in Baltimore, they were surprised to see that type of work, because it more so was a Dutch style of work. Very seldom was it seen here in the States, or let alone by our people. So years of cultivating that, just trial and error, adding new detail and implementing new structure, things of that nature, led me to where I am now, which is sculptures. I've had I'm not gonna say I didn't have interest in it, but I didn't take the necessary steps. And now at 30, I'm using all resources available to make anything that I imagine happen. Oddly enough, I don't feel like I would want to be anywhere other than where I am now. So I wouldn't choose to be in another era. I feel like because of it, if I was somewhere else, other things would motivate me or be my influence. And fortunately for me, everything that I've been through and experienced happening now is molding me into being this better version of myself. So the here and now is the best arena for me to be in. I definitely create with the intention of hiding things in my work. The message itself that's hidden in my work is that perfection, although it's a place that people want to be, it's not obtainable. Like you could have the facade, you can have the go-to or the know-how, but you have to actively work towards it. Like the rough sketches or portions of my work can be done in probably like a week, but I spend weeks after that portion doing touch-ups, making sure that the lines are as straight as I can get them, because I'm overcoming and working towards perfection itself. In each piece, I make sure that I highlight legacy. I had a particular element and color in every painting that I do to honor my ancestors that are no longer here. I just want to make sure that those memories or conversations or lessons learned are applied into everything that I do. I developed my career as an artist by doing a number of things. I mean, trial and error, spending shitloads of money, just trying different elements, materials, traveling and doing shows on my own. But I want to say the number one and most important aspect of what has me to where I am today is mentorship. Having a mentor who can give you 40 years of advice and knowledge to tackle what you're experiencing. What's new to me has been done to a mentor 20, 30 years ago. So that was one of the staples of why I feel like my career excelled this far. I haven't had the opportunity to stop and think, is this my ceiling? Because I'm constantly learning and growing and applying new techniques. I've hit the position of frustration, like, yo, why is this not working? Or, getting frustrated with a piece. But I haven't hit the point where I believe that I've hit my peak as a creative. No. As a fine artist, I'm able to touch any and every, I want to say, even in obstacles in life, I look at it with a creative eye. So I'm not just defined as a painter. Eventually, I see myself in film. I see myself in photography. I see myself maybe with poetry or just visual arts, period. Just all aspects of creativity. So no, it's whatever hat I decide to put on for that day is who I'm going to be. The choice is ultimately up to me as the creator. And that's what I like to combine, or that's how I like to look at life. Like, my decisions are up to me. There is no peak. My advice is exactly what I just said. Fuck y'all. Meaning, I want y'all to look at the opinions of other people who say, yo, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or, yo, I remember, I wouldn't say 12 years ago, I had a group of friends I was hanging out with, yo, I'm gonna be an artist, isn't it? Yo, why the fuck would you do that? Art don't make no money, this, that, and the third. Now, yo, when's your next art show, fam? You know what I'm saying? So when I say fuck y'all, I'm saying, yo, apply that to the world and apply that to the perspective or opinions of others. Go after what it is you want and have a fucking attitude. I chose art as my creative outlet because in no way, shape, or form does it have limitations. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a box that's outside of a box. I can create making my own rules. I can create delegating my own time. I can create however long I choose to spend on it or how short I choose to spend on it, but it's true to me. It's my form of expression, and it doesn't hurt, harm, or require any other form or inspiration to do. So it's just me having a vessel to express myself from the outside world. In terms of phobia and fears, being remembered is a thing for me. Or rather being forgotten, a fear of being forgotten. So I try to live every day to do and be a person or a source of inspiration for everybody that I come in contact with. So to say, how do I want to be remembered? I want to be remembered, number one, as somebody who just went after whatever it was that their heart desired and worked on it until they got it. Honoring and respecting other people's space or wishes, not allowing distractions to get in the way of what it is that I felt like I deserved. I do want to be remembered as an artist, but I feel like I present so much more than that. Like what I mean to my son, or what I mean to my family, or what I mean to my friends, is conveyed through my work. So that's a byproduct of who I am. So what I am is just, I just want to be remembered for being real. Staying authentic with, what it is my goals and desires are, however I want to accomplish things, and just, I'm sorry, give me a second.
Are you not working yet?
Yeah, so I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we done. All right, let's go. You ready?